Good afternoon, everyone. So in today's video, we are going to dissect a fish, and our fish is bangus. So this is a bangus or chanos. This is a 10 inches size bangus, which I bought from the local market or Tadlipapa here in our area. So in order for us to dissect this fish, we have to have tools, of course. So since I don't have that dissecting kit in our home, I find alternative for that. And we have here the forceps, knives, of course, different sizes, and we have the scissors for cutting para mamaya. So we will do this dissecting in order for us to see the external and internal physical parts of our fish. So start na tayo. Of course, as we can see in the picture, we have the fins of our fish, the pectoral fin, the pelvic fin, the anal fin, and the caudal fin. And also, we've labeled the anus organ of our bangus. As we can see in the picture, our bangus is having a body hemorrhage. This reddish parts of its body are the bloods or blood clots, no? And this is due to the mishandling or maybe in some sort of transportation measures that being practiced from the pond into the local market. So now we will be starting to dissect our bangus through first we will be having cuts or dissect to the gills. So we will be putting cuts on the perculum into jaws, in corner of the jaw of our bangus for us in order to fully see the gills, and later on we will see the gill raker, the gill filament, and the gill arc of our fish. So right now we were going to remove one unit or more unit of our gill of our bangus. Also, of course, we will use a scissors in order for us to see the filament, the gill raker, and the gill arc of our bangus. So later on, we will be putting labels on that as a representation also for good visuals. Since we've successfully removed the unit of our gill, so here we put labels on the gill arc, gill filament, and the gill raker of our bangus. Of course, next step that we will do is the scaling of our bangus. We will remove the scales of our bangus. After successfully descaling or removing the scales of our bangus, then we will now have the abdominal incision, or we will be doing cuts on the abdominal cavity of our bangus in order for us to see the internal parts, most especially the parts inside the stomach or the abdominal cavity of our bangus. So after being through with that abdominal incision, we've seen the organs inside the abdominal cavity of our bangus. We have here put labeled on the liver, the gallbladder, the gonads, of course the intestines. So there are still more organs that we will see later on. So at this point, we will be having a lateral incision or cuts on the lateral side, more frequent on the lateral line of bangus, in order for us to clearly see the intestines, the organs inside the abdominal cavity of our bangus. After successfully putting cuts on the lateral incision, we have now a clear view of what it is inside in the abdominal cavity of our bangus, and we've seen clearly the organs, the intestines, and etc. We've also seen the muscles, the some sorts of fats or cholesterols, and the skin layer of our bangus. After that, we will have to remove the organs or the what it contains in the abdominal cavity of our bangus in order for us to further identify those organs within that, and later on we will put names on that and labeled also. We have also removed 1 unit of operculum of the bangus for us to again see the gills of our bangus. And of course, we've removed also the remaining muscles or fish meat of our bangus in order for us to see the bones or skeletal parts of the skeletal system of our bangus, most especially its backbone. And also using scissors, we cut the jaw of our bangus in order for us to see clearly the tongue and the jaw structure of our bangus. Also, we have using the forceps and knives and smaller tools that we have, we've removed and separated all the organs, intestines, esophagus, etc. from each other so that we will be identifying it later on. So lastly, in general, these are the organs that we've seen in the dissection that we have conducted. So we've labeled them. Visually, we can see the intestines, the gallbladder, of course the stomach, the gonads of our bangus, the liver and bile, the esophagus, of course the heart, and the operculum, 1 unit of operculum, and also the previously the gills, the vertebra or the bones of our bangus. Of course, we can see its eyes, the jaws, the tongue earlier, and of course the brain, the veins of our bangus, the skeletal parts of the skeletal system, the fats and cholesterols in portion of the abdominal cavity. So these are only some of many organs in the bangus.